Hey everybody, welcome back to Nidus Anarchy Series. I'm your host, Adam, the CIO and co-founder of Nidus, and today I want to talk about a notice I received from TikTok saying that I may be getting bullied by people in the comments. So, first off, that's hilarious. But second off, it was what's happening in the video. It is. It's not saying that Java is lame and you need to get off Java, which it is. It's not saying that PCs are stupid. It's not saying that Android is an inferior operating system. It's none of these crazy hot button topics that I have an opinion on. It's that I said you should saran wrap your luggage when checking it. That apparently has gotten people completely hostile. So Ian has given me our TikTok phone because there's sure no way in hell I'm putting TikTok on my phone. And I have the comments here from the video. It's just a short, just talking like, hey, if you don't want your stuff stolen, you should saran wrap your luggage. This way people can't get into it easily. You should watch the video. It's awesome. Apparently, it's very controversial. Let's see what we got here. The best hack to secure your luggage when flying. Okay, thank you. I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing TSA would simply cut off the cellophane and not worry one bit about wrapping it back up again. That'd be interesting to hear from anyone with experience. Yeah, they will, but the thing is, they probably just don't want to. So who cares? All right, TSA definitely cutting that off. Sure. Thank you for pointing out the obvious. Yes, of course they'll cut it off if they think there's a bomb in there. But if they're just like, I just want to mess with this guy, they're not going to. The TSA will inspect your bag out of spite if you do this. They will tear it completely open. The actual bag, they will tear open the actual bag and just say, too bad, you shouldn't have sun-rammed it. Sun-rammed it. I think he's trying to say saran-wrapped it, but we'll give him that one. And hey, that one's got 4 likes. So first off, I'm willing to bet the Blauvations of Hubris is this person's name, that you've never traveled anywhere. And you've definitely never traveled to Europe, because these saran wrapping stations are in every major international airport in the world. Why? Because everyone does it. So no one's going to rip open your bag out of spite. That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. You should also wrap in some small hidden item a few layers deep. That way you would know if someone opened the bag and rewrapped it. If you are ultra paranoid, yes. But TSA is pretty good at leaving those little love notes to let you know that they went through your bag. I just want this to keep my luggage clean. Also true. I do this a lot when I travel with a backpack, like the big travel backpacks, because they got all the straps and all that kind of stuff flailing around. So when you saran wrap that thing up, it's just one big ball. Nothing gets caught in the conveyor belts. You know, the saran wrap might get shredded, but your bag doesn't. Keeps it kind of safe. So if you have soft top luggage, it does protect it. So that's a good point. The Death Clock album. Yes, you nailed it. That's the best comment so far. And then your bag is lost for the next 3 months to your entire vacation. Okay, these comments from people that think like by saran wrapping your luggage, you're threatening the TSA or something, and they're going to do things out of spite. I bet they've never even been on a plane before. Have you even left your village, wherever you are in Iowa or something? Because that is complete horse pocky. Like, no one is going to lose your bags because you saran wrapped it on purpose. You guys need to get out, man. Seriously, like, I'll get back to the comments in a second, but seriously, one of the biggest things I've noticed is a lot of these keyboard warriors, they've never left. And I don't mean just their basement, but I mean like their state, their country, travel the world, see how other cultures exist, see how the rest of the world works. This was something I was honestly susceptible to. Growing up in Detroit, spending about 20 years there and not really knowing much else, you feel that everything that you know, and you know the world, is your ecosystem, your little world that you live in, and you think the whole world is like that just because that's all you see and interact with every day. It's not. It's definitely not. And that's why it's so important to get out and travel the world and see things, because you get a much different opinion on the world and how others react and what other people are like. And it's monumentally important, which is why I travel with my kids out of the country. You know, I took my daughter to Europe in December. I just took my son up to Europe last month. And I think we're going to be going back again in probably over the summer. Why? Because I think it's monumentally valuable to them to understand how other cultures work, to understand what it's like to live on Earth and not live in New York City. You know, it's like you have to open up your mind to understand what really goes on in the real world, and not just on the internet that's being fed to you by corporations that just want you to have that dopamine rush so they can sell you ads. Get out in the real world. Okay, let's see. Here we go. The exact opposite is true. In fact, they're more likely to search your bag if you act like you're hiding something. Nope. Also not true. And have I traveled before? Yes, I've been to about 30 something countries around the world. I have about 1.5 million miles just with Delta. So yes, I am a frequent flyer, if you call it that. Laugh my ass off. They're not going to spend the time to unwrap that. They're just going to send it straight to the box cutter right down the middle. That's not how that works either. I'm really starting to question how many intelligent people we have left on this planet. I agree with you. You're asking to get pulled into a room, question doing this. Dang it, now I don't agree with you. You were so good. If you just would have left that last sentence off, I would have called you Nostradamus. But no, you're asking to get pulled. I don't know why people think that you're somehow like instigating security by trying to protect your luggage. It's totally not the case. Like I've said, these stations exist in the airports, like at the baggage check area where you're going to check your bag, right next to it. That's where this happens. This is a known thing. It's just domestic travel within the United States, not very common. International travel around the world, very common. I'm cutting that off just cuz. What are you trying to hide by making it so inconvenient? That's a search for sure. I can't even read this guy's name because there's so many swear words involved in it. But what? Obviously, this dude whose name is beep 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 bing beep has also probably never left his mom's basement. Let's see, next. I don't have anything worth stealing in checked bags. If they really want to root through my dirty underwear to find souvenir magnets, have at it. See, to me, this is the wrong attitude just in general. And this is just coming from the security background and just, I don't know about paranoia, but everyone loves to have the argument of, well, if you don't have anything to hide, then who cares if they see your stuff? Wrong. That is not the attitude to have. The attitude isn't, well, I'm fine, so go ahead and just watch me all that you want. No, you have the right to privacy, and you should respect other people's privacy, and you should also command that you have your privacy. The fact that we're so easily to give up our privacy nowadays is unbelievable. And I think it's just because the newer generations have just always had their privacy taken away from them. So they just don't understand, hey, you can actually live a private life and how much better it is. This is insane. Like this whole mentality of like, I don't have anything worth stealing. No, how about you just don't want people going through your shit because it's your shit? Do you want people just to come into your house? It's like, oh, I don't have anything worth stealing in my house. People can just come into my house whenever they want to. I don't care. No. There's laws against that for a reason, because you have the right to privacy. You have the right to privacy in your stuff. It doesn't matter if you have stuff in there worth stealing or not. It doesn't matter if you're doing anything illegal or not. It's a matter of, leave me the hell alone. This is my shit. You focus on your shit. Okay, here we go. Use aluminum foil instead. Double down with messing with the TSA. I do kind of like that idea. I really don't think it'll work, and I'm pretty sure that will probably get them to rip it open, but I would love to see that, honestly. I kind of like that idea. I'm not going to try it, but someone should do it. Phone and go master it. Not really sure what that is. More plastic to the landfill. Great idea. Oh, shut up, you causehead.
Wait till you meet the causeheads. The what?
Okay, killing the planet one trip at a time. Yes, they will still tear one apart if triggers a sensor you paid to wrap it for nothing. True. You're right. If you have something in there that looks like a bomb or looks like some form of a threat that could be to security, they will rip it open. But only if they really have something, right? They're not just going to go through it just for shits and giggles. So this is hilarious. And apparently there have been, approve and delete filter comments. Ooh, should we go into the filter comments? Let's review those. I bet we're getting into the gold now. TSA isn't going to steal it back up. What are you talking about? It takes half a minute to cut it. They don't care if they scratch your bag. They have the right to inspect it. That's true. I'm not saying it's always going to. I think I even said that. I think it's just going to deter them. And it will. Because people are lazy. Most people are lazy. TSA is very lazy. So if you can cater to the laziness to get yourself through something, do it. People are always going to take the path of least resistance because they don't like conflict, they don't want to do their job, and they're too busy watching TikTok on their phone than actually doing their job. So if you can buy into that to where you can, play it to your advantage, go for it. Stupid as heck ever, says someone that's obviously never traveled or had anything stolen out of their bags. TSA will just say, bleep you and cut it off if their feelings feel petty enough. True, I think we've answered this one enough. But it's funny. That's it. Oh, that's it. Okay. I thought I was going to get some better stuff in there. But yeah, so there we go. So apparently, saran wrap or not saran wrap? That is the question that's on everyone's mind, that has just gotten everyone up in arms. And hopefully, this year is 2024. So in November, maybe we can get this on the presidential debate and see exactly how they feel. This is ridiculous. You know what? Don't saran wrap your bag. I really don't give a shit what you do. But if you do care, you probably should, and you're going to learn the hard way if you don't. But it doesn't matter, because most of these people aren't going to be leaving their mom's basement anytime soon. Later.